Hi, everyone. I'm really happy to introduce you to Management 1021, Organizational Behavior. One question you might ask is, what does this class cover? So, as the name suggests, the class covers organizational behavior, which is the social science of how individuals and groups think and act when they are at work in their organizations. It also covers how organizations themselves operate in society. So the purpose of organizational behavior is if we can understand these ideas better, then we can work better for ourselves and for others. We'll cover in organizational behavior three broad topic areas. Each topic area will have its own set of applications. So the first area is how we as individual humans tend to think and act. And we'll cover topics like how our personalities work, how we make decisions, what motivates us, how we negotiate. And if we apply these ideas, we'll know ourselves better as individual people, and we'll be able to learn strategies for working better for us, given our personalities, our motivation, and our decision making. A second topic is how groups of people tend to think and act together. So in that, we'll cover topics like what kinds of forces shape how groups operate, like norms, roles, and diversity. We'll also cover things like how to work in teams together, as well as how to communicate in teams, among other types of topics. And applying these ideas, we'll learn better strategies for working together and acting as more cohesive, higher performing, and better teams. And the third and last area that we'll explore in organizational behavior is how organizations themselves operate in society. We'll cover topics like how an organization's culture shapes how people act and how they do things in an organization. We'll also cover how to lead organizations and how organizations can be changed and affect the broader structure of society. And applying these ideas, we'll learn how to successfully navigate an organization that we've entered and to potentially lead and change an organization in ways that will have a broader impact on the world around us. A second question that you might ask is, what might be challenging for students in this class? So while some of the ideas of what I mentioned before have some intuitive appeal, there's a lot more complexity and more nuance to the ideas than you might initially expect. So one potential challenge is that the topics themselves have a lot more nuance than one initially would think, thinking about organizational behavior topics. A second challenge is that as professors, we have high expectations for your performance in the class. We're trying to push you to develop the knowledge and capabilities that will help you become a better worker and leader in the future. So you should not expect this class to be an easy A. And a last question that you might ask is, what do students say are the most valuable things that you can learn from this class? And for me, it's hard to pick just a few points that students find most valuable, but I think there's one word that ties together what students tend to find the most valuable, and that word is relevance. The relevance of the information to their lives in the future. And what you remember as an individual might depend, but the three broad areas of topic and application that I discussed before, of knowing ourselves better as individuals in order to work better, of working together in organizations and teams in order to more effectively run those teams, and of successfully navigating the organization that you find yourself in and helping lead and change your organization to have a broader effect on society. These three broad areas of application, I think, are all potentially valuable depending on what's most relevant to you. And so we really strive in organizational behavior to try to teach you things that will actually be genuinely useful for you in the future. So thanks for listening. Hope to see you in class someday.